You are now you are now you are now tuned into the best podcast ever. Brought to you by.
I'm gonna test this out real quick on y'all. Now keep in mind that I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. Today is March 18th, 2021. I'm going to take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Daisy. I also wanted to name the people who have contributed to this podcast before we get started on today's topic. Their names are Casey, Christopher, Cecilia, and of course, myself. On today's podcast, we're going to be discussing two major social problems, which are crime and criminal justice. These social problems need our attention. They have had negative consequences for our communities and society as a whole. So to get this started, we have nominated 5 organizations that are working to address these specific issues. The first one we chose was the California Alliance Youth and Community Justice. They are a nonprofit organization led by youth, family, and prisoner-led movements to challenge race, gender, and class inequality. They're located in the city of Los Angeles and California's juvenile justice systems. The second organization is the National Crime Prevention Council. They're located in Washington, D.C., whose mission is to enable people to create safer and more caring communities by addressing the causes of crime, drugs, violence, and reducing the opportunities for crime to even occur. For the third organization, we're looking at United States Department of Justice. The United States Department of Justice, they're also known as the Justice Department, is a cabinet-level department in the executive branch of the U.S. federal government. The Justice Department is responsible for enforcing the laws enacted by Congress, administration of the U.S. justice system, and they ensure that the civil and constitutional rights of all Americans are upheld. The Department of Justice was established in 1870 during the administration of President Grant. So for the fourth one, the fourth one is the Federal Bureau of Prisons. They are located in the United States. They are a federal law enforcement agency under the Department of Justice. They're responsible for the care, custody, and control of incarcerated individuals. The Bureau of Prisons was established within the Department of Justice in 1930 by the United States Congress and was charged with the management and regulation of all federal penal and correctional institutions. This responsibility covered the administration of 11 federal prisons in operation at that time. So the fifth one is COPS, that stands for Community Oriented Policing Services. The Office of Community Oriented Policing Services was created with the passage of the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act of 1994 to assist law enforcement agencies in enhancing public safety through the implementation of community policing strategies. These 5 definitely help address the issues of crime and criminal justice. But of the 5, we actually nominated 2 groups and organizations to analyze. The first one that we're going to be analyzing is, the California Alliance Youth and Community Justice. And I will let Casey take over from here to analyze that organization.
Hello. The California Youth and Community Justice helps to amplify the voice of system-involved youth and their families and develop policy proposals. They value concrete action to improve outcomes for youth and families. Their work is important because this organization targets youth. They provide support to improve lives, which can prevent youth from continuing to commit crime. They work with many foundations and people to bring light to the problems faced by people who don't have the same advantages as others. With the conflict theory, inequality and injustice are the sources of conflict. Groups of people look out for their self-interest and try to obtain resources to help themselves. This is difficult for the young to do if they do not have the funds nor do their families when they're incarcerated to do so. The California Alliance Youth and Community Justice Program supports the youth, which creates a better chance for them to be able to change their lives in a positive way. With the intersectionality theoretical perspective, forms of oppression create a unified system that individuals experience at the intersection of their identity categories. Disparate forces of oppression are mutually dependent and intersecting in nature. The youth experience unique oppression based on the intersections of their lack of resources and knowledge. They are too young to understand at times. The California Alliance Youth and Community Justice Program can be their voice when they do not have anyone else to stand up for them. This organization addresses this social problem by trying to develop alternate strategies to prevent at-risk youth from winding up in the justice system. They do this by providing community-based services, support, and opportunities for youth who are in or coming out of the justice system. They connect personal troubles with public issues by providing youth community outreach, which can allow a relation with somebody who has had the same obstacles. The work that the California Alliance provides aid for is for the people and youth who are discriminated against. They try to positively impact those people to improve lives. It does not impact their work, but it does impact their people. The second organization we decided to analyze is the National Crime Prevention Council, and Christopher will be going over that.
The National Crime Prevention Council was founded in 1982. Its mission is to be the nation's leader in helping people keep themselves, their families, and their communities safe from crime. To achieve this, the NCPC produces tools that communities can use to learn crime prevention strategies, engage community members, and coordinate with local agencies. Some of these also include publications and teaching materials on a variety of topics, programs that can be implemented in communities and schools, local, regional, and national trainings, public service announcements that are broadcast nationwide starring the famous McGruff the Crime Dog, and support for a national coalition of crime prevention practitioners. They are important because they address issues of crime, drugs, and violence, which overall creates better communities throughout societies throughout the nation. The way the NCPC works from a functionalism perspective is the fact that social structure, culture, and social processes need to work together to ensure that society runs smoothly. The NCPC is an institution that helps promote stability by lowering crime, which in turn contributes to the benefit of society. A way that NCPC works from a symbolic interactionism perspective is humans act as active agents that share meaning of events and then interact on the basis of those meanings. People continually recreate society through interactions. People learn their place in society through these interactions with one another. Crime is an interaction that impacts society negatively. The NCPC works to create interactions that prevent crime for the betterment of society. The NCPC program can bring communities together through these interactions to help prevent crime and create a safer place for everyone. The NCPC sees the concern of neighborhood safety as a social problem. They address it by knowing that crime can and should be prevented. Truly effective prevention requires addressing causes of crime and reducing opportunities for it to occur. Everyone, no matter what age, position, or capacity, can and must take individual action to stop crime. The problems of crime, violence, and drug use are best addressed through local action, supported by local and state policies and agencies. Comprehensive crime prevention action plans, coordinated strategies and policies that address causes as well as occurrences of crime are vital to long-term community success against crime. Partnerships that actively involve the local community and its residents are key to the preventing of crime. Prevention is a highly cost-effective alternative to the cost of crime to individuals, neighborhoods, and communities, not to mention the after effects of crime like prisons and how that affects people's taxes and overall their morale. Crime prevention action should be grounded in research and tested approaches and aided by evolution. The NCPC mission of keeping families and communities safe is a personal mission. Their ideology is one that every community can relate to. Everyone wants to feel safe at home and when they're in their community. The NCPC works to improve safety by lessening crime and doing so in a preventative manner. Their wish is to not only eradicate crime, but to also eradicate the need to commit crime. That is the core value of the NCPC, striving to prevent problems and help find solutions to issues that may lead to crime. The NCPC works with communities to support equality for all. That includes racism, sexism, and any inequality experienced throughout communities. On their website, information promoting equality through activities, workshops, pamphlets, and community meetings can be found. And the winner is